So today we're going to go over, again, Kriya Yoga routine. And it's going to be very simple. It's going to follow the basic structure that we learned in the 11-hour Kriya Yoga training class. We're going to do some general settling, tuning in, grounding. Then we'll move on to alternate nostril breathing, the life force arousal technique, Kriya pranayama, and we'll do a little bit of chanting through the chakras to conclude our session today. So as always, we need to sit up straight, comfortable. If you're on the floor cross-legged, that's just fine. If you're in a chair, that works better for you. It's also good. So sitting up straight, become aware of your breath. Feel the breath as the air flows into your lungs and as you exhale. And as you do so, you want to pay particular attention to how the body feels as you breathe. And direct your attention to the entirety of your body, from the bottom of your feet all the way up through your legs, your hips, your torso, your arms, your hands, your neck, to your head, the top of your head. Feel the entire body. And breathe. Now, turn your attention to the sounds within your environment. And if you haven't already, you can close your eyes now. Listen to maybe the sound of birds outside or people in the house that you're living in. Just become aware of as many of the subtle sounds that permeate your environment. Now turn your attention back to your body and become aware of the thoughts within your mind. You want to watch them just as though you watch the sounds. You observe them. And what is the current quality, the current nature of your thoughts? We're not pushing them away, we're simply observing. Honoring whatever your current state of consciousness is. Now notice, become aware of the fact that you are able to experience the sounds around you within the environment. You are able to perceive and feel your body. And you were also able to watch the mind, to see the mind functioning. So the question that you want to ask or be curious about is, what was it that was and is aware of these phenomena? What am I that is not this body but can see the body? That is not the mind but can see the mind? That is not the environment but can observe the environment? What am I? Now, as you go through your meditation practice, you want to maintain that witnessing presence. So everything that you do, it is as though you are watching it, you are observing it. It is happening within your consciousness. But you are the eternal witness. You are the consciousness in which all of these things occur. All these experiences rise and fall. So let's begin with the actual technique of alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to do about 24 to 27 rounds. You can follow along, but go at your own pace. And then we'll all conclude together, so you don't have to worry about counting. So we're just a little over halfway done with alternate nostril breathing. So if you like, you can switch hands using the opposite hand. So wherever you are in your practice of alternate nostril breathing, you can conclude your final round, your final repetition. Just rest your hands on your lap, sit quietly with your attention on the spiritual eye center in between the eyebrows, gently resting, watching, observing. Now that we've balanced the left and right sides of our nervous system, as well as the lunar and solar channels within the body, we'll go ahead and practice the life force arousal technique. So we'll do this 3 times. And on the 3rd time, just sit quietly before we go into Kriya pranayama. Now let's practice the Kriya pranayama technique 14 times. Again, moving at your own pace. Once you conclude, hold the attention at the crown and simply sit quietly, observing, resting in the after effects, the tranquility of the practice. Now, if you've already completed your Kriya practice, the pranayama, you should be sitting with your attention at the crown, watching, being present. If you've not already concluded your practice, let's go ahead and do one more repetition of the Kriya pranayama procedure, and then hold the attention at the crown. Noting that the therapeutic or the most cleansing part of practice is sitting in the silence. All techniques are preparation for sitting in the silence. Now on your own, as you've learned the techniques of life force arousal, Kriya pranayama, and Jyoti mudra, you could sit here for a little longer and then proceed to Jyoti mudra. But for the sake of today's practice, we're going to substitute chanting through the chakras for Jyoti mudra. It's okay to do this from time to time to keep your meditation practice fresh. But ideally on your own, you could go through life force arousal, Kriya pranayama, Jyoti mudra, and then if you're sitting for longer after you've concluded the Jyoti mudra practice, then you could practice chanting through the chakras. That's a good way to sit for longer and stay engaged in the process. So bring your attention down to the root chakra, the base of the spine. And here, with your eyes closed, feeling that area of your body, mentally chant the seed syllable LUM. Lum, 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 and so on. Feeling that mental repetition as though it's resonating within the root chakra. Now pull your attention up into the second chakra, mentally chanting the seed syllable VUM, V-U-M. Vum, 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 vum. Being aware of the second chakra area as though it's resonating with that mantra. And pull your attention up into the third chakra, which is opposite the navel. Mentally chant the seed syllable RUM, R-U-M. Rum, 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 rum. Feeling it resonating within the center of your belly, where your third chakra is located. And as you do these chants, you really want to be aware of the body. So whatever you notice while your awareness rests in that particular area that we're focusing on, you're just observing while holding your awareness on the mantra as an anchor. Pull your attention up now to the heart chakra. In the back, the space between the shoulder blades and the front and the center of the chest. And here mentally chant the seed syllable YUM, Y-U-M. Yum, 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 as though it's resonating within the space of the heart. And being aware of the sensations within your chest, noticing the breath, the rise and fall of the breath. Being aware of your neck and your shoulders and your upper back, noting any pleasant sensations or even tightness or discomfort, whatever may be there. As you breathe, as you mentally chant yum, you are simply observing, allowing your consciousness to be what it is. Now pull your attention up into the throat region, the area of the neck. Here we're going to mentally chant hum, H-U-M. Hum, 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 as though it's resonating, pulsing within the area of the neck and throat, the 5th chakra region. And pull your attention up now to the spiritual eye center, the space between the eyebrows, just around the center of the forehead as well. Be aware of that area. Mentally chant the syllable Om. Om, 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 Om. When I do this, I like to feel the frontal lobes of my brain, or imagine that I'm feeling it, where the spiritual eye is, but I also like to feel a little deeper into my skull, as if I have the capacity to sense the center of my brain, and I chant Om mentally, imagining that I feel that resonance in those locations. Now lift your awareness up to the crown, the very top of the head. Personally, I like to feel as though, or imagine that I can feel about an inch above my head. And holding my attention there, we mentally chant Bum, B-U-M. Bum, 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 as though that space just above the head is resonating with that seed syllable. Bum, B-U-M. And this is a wonderful place to hold your attention. So on your own, when you do this technique, you can sit for longer. Ramana Maharshi is known to have said that if you could hold your awareness at the crown, just simply sit there with the attention at the crown and be still. That would be all you need to do. So you can practice working towards that. But for now, we'll continue on. So we want to let our awareness flow back down to the spiritual eye center. Feeling the space between the eyebrows, mentally chanting Om. And always remembering that as you hold your awareness at a particular chakra, a particular point, you're listening to the mantra, but you're also aware of any thoughts, memories, emotions, or just plain stillness that arises while you are involved in the chant. This is what helps to clear out our karma or our unprocessed mental debris, so it's easier for us to settle into stillness when we're not chanting. So spiritual eye center, continue chanting Om. And let your awareness flow down now to the throat again, the neck, mentally chanting the seed syllable hum. Hum, 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 feeling it resonating within the throat. Now flowing your awareness back to the heart center, space between the shoulder blades, the center of the chest, being aware of the breath, mentally chanting the syllable yum. Yum, 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 feeling it resonating within that heart space. Letting go of the chanting, sitting quietly, holding your awareness in the heart, simultaneously be aware of the sixth chakra between the eyebrows. So as we sit quietly for the next minute or two, all we're doing is breathing, existing, watching, while we anchor our attention on the heart and simultaneously on the spiritual eye center. Doing our best to maintain our awareness here. Now, to conclude our practice today, we want to let the attention flow down from the spiritual eye, fully established in the heart center. Feeling that heart, feeling the breath. Eyes closed, you imagine that there's a radiant light. And I always like to imagine when I've seen water and the sun shining off water, how it refracts and shines. I imagine that that is shining within my heart space, so you can do this as well. And the tranquility, the peace, the sense of fulfillment generated through the practice, you want to associate with that radiance. And on each inhale and each exhale, you feel that radiance and that sense of contentment, tranquility growing stronger as it shines through every cell, every molecule of your body, as it shines through your mental field and your emotional field, the electromagnetic field around you. And you imagine this radiance shining through your home, through all the people in your family, your friends, those people you like, those people you don't like, everyone that you've met, people you haven't met. You are sharing this radiance, this contentment with all beings everywhere, freely, and completely. You can let the breath deepen slightly, a little longer on the inhale, a little longer on the exhale, and imagine that radiance shining through all of planet Earth, with all of its creatures, its plants, its rivers, streams, its people, its places, atmosphere. And even imagine it radiating out through space, through the moon, the sun, the planets, the entire galaxy, established in this acknowledgement of harmony and radiance. And slowly bring your attention back to the heart space, seeing the light in your mind's eye, imagining it's there, and accepting and acknowledging that this sense of fulfillment, contentment, peace, as your eternal nature. That which is true for you through all time and space. No matter what you do or get yourself engaged in, you can always return to this heart space. And see yourself going about your day or the week ahead and acknowledging the same radiance, the same contentment and peace for everyone that you meet, seeing beyond their personality, acknowledging the truth of what they are, eternally radiant. And an individualized aspect of the wholeness of life, just as you are. Now to conclude, we'll take a nice easy deep breath in. Exhale, relax, open your eyes, and you can go about your day. Peace.